Hello everyone and welcome to the ESO Scribing walkthrough part 1 with me, your host Crypto at Crypto Gamer. Now guys, to get the scribing quest, the best thing to do is to go to your collections, as you'll see, and once you're in there you are going to go down to your upgrades, and then what you're going to do from there is you're going to click on the scribing, and that's going to start the question, the second era of scribing. Now what you're going to do is go to any way shrine that you feel like, or the nearest one, and you're going to travel to the West Weald, and specifically you are going to land in Skingrad, right here guys. So once you travel to Skingrad, what you'll notice is you will be greeted by Laramil, who is the leader or main person in the last Necrom expansion DLC. Now once you're going towards the Skingrad capital, what you can do then is you will see a poster to the left, and this will give you a direction to go to meet the next part of the quest. So all you'll need to do from there is then go through these big doors here and you will be there. Once you've entered Skingrad, you can jump on your mount, and if you go straight forward from here you will find the Skingrad Way Shrine. Now you'll be able to travel directly into the city, and if you keep following this path down here all the way down to the bottom, you will come across this NPC. Whenever we're in dialogue guys, I will not be doing any commentary, so here we are.
You stopped. Amazing. The adept that helped return Ivea to Nirn. Sorry. Vanus Galarian himself asked me to find you. We have a bit of a predicament. The Archmagister asked that I not say too much in earshot of my guildmates. Let's just say it's a magical anomaly. Untamed power from an unknown source. Plenty to catch a mage's interest, but that's just the trouble. It could be highly dangerous. For now, power draws mages like moths to a flame. We're a little hopeless that way. Votary Nalia, a knight from the Order of the Lamp, is on the scene. She needs someone to help her explore this anomaly and assess the danger. What do you say? Excellent! The anomaly is in an old complex called Sunamir, beneath the Sunhold Mages Guild. Good luck. Hopefully the rest of us won't be far behind you. Precious little, I'm afraid. They broke through an old wall to get at it. Votary Nalia can fill you in on the details, but I heard one of the other knights mention it's old, deep magic. Makes sense, given the age of Sunamir. No, Sunamir predates the founding of the Mages Guild by, 1,000 years or so. It's an ancient library, I think. Lots of dusty tomes and some esoteric stories from all across Tamriel.
At this point, the adept will open up a portal that you'll see to your left here, and all you have to do is go in there. Once you're through the portal, you can just basically turn straight around. You don't even need to talk to Nalia, and you can go straight down the stairs and into the next room, and that is where you'll be required to talk to Nalia next. So like I say, just straight down these steps and straight through this door.
Mind your step.
Now at this point you will have to talk to Nalia.
Now that we have a moment, allow me to introduce myself. Nalia, Votary Knight in the Order of the Lamp. I know of your impressive work for the Guild, of course. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Ernard briefed you on our situation? That's exactly right. I'm quite proficient with portals, you see. This was my first time patrolling here in Sunamir, filling in for a friend. I sensed a portal through the wall back there, and when we broke through... well, I mean, I tried. There used to be a lot more wall back there. The portal didn't like me trying to go through one bit. Raw magical energy came bursting out. I'm just lucky I wasn't scraped up too bad. This portal is old magic, keyed to require 2 people to enter at the same time. I think. That's where you come in. I'll see if I can stabilize it, then we go through together. Here we go.
From here, what you'll be able to do is you'll be able to read some bookshelves and get some bits of lore in this area, and these 2 orbs will appear and if you look to your
Everything under control.
left here,
Watch out!
you can activate them and basically they will damage you in effect. Now if you go to the right over here, you can see a wee quest marker where you have to read this scroll properly, and what this will allow you to do is go farther on. So we'll read the torn page. You can pause the video if you like and read it. And then what we need to do from here is we need to go and speak to this ghost, or flashing image. It's quite funny, it's kind of distorted, almost like a radio signal but Elder Scrolls style. I thought that was quite interesting. And then from here,
An illusion. This thing's as stable as I can
you'll be
make
able
it.
to enter the portal.
Let's head in before another surge of magic.
Once through the portal, guys, you will have a large area to fight your way through. But what I'm going to do to make this video a bit shorter is I'm going to cut right to the back end of the room, and then we'll go into the next portion of the quest. Once you get to the end of the tunnel, guys, you will fight a mini-boss here called the Animated Archmagus. Relatively easy to take down. And once you take you down, we will be able to move right on to the next stage, guys. As I said, so far this little DLC, this expansion even, this has actually been quite good. I've been really quite enjoying the scribing quest line at the moment. If you have been enjoying the video, please like, share and subscribe, and let me know how you feel about the new scribing system. Right, we'll see what we get into next, folks. Now once you've entered the Scalarian, guys, what you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to find this way shrine here. This will allow you to travel to and from, and a portal activates just behind me there as well. Now once you go through these doors, we'll be going to where the scribing will actually begin. This is where things are going to get really interesting, guys. I'm going to do my best to go through as much as I can so that this will be good and efficient. Now we'll speak to our new companion here. After we've read these extra bits of lore book that will explain little bits and bobs about the scribing system, you can pause and go through it as you please.
This place is incredible. We'll have to explore when we're not in mortal danger. All this unstable magic seems to be flowing from those doors to the altar. Ah, see? You took the words right out of my mouth. Close the doors if you can. I'll see what I can do to stabilize the focusing crystal on the altar. I'll handle things here. Shut those doors.
So now what we'll do is we will check out the attunement station. It's not quite ready yet. So what we'll do instead is we will now go down the stairs to our left here, and we will see the next part of the quest. So this is where things get a little bit interesting and you start learning about these sort of trials that you have to go through in order to acquire different things. So we'll go to the door of the indirect. There are several different doors throughout this section, guys, and what you've got to do is you've got to activate them all. The first one, as you've seen there, had a portal, but the next one doesn't have a visible portal. Or, well, it does actually. I did notice that some of the effects would change. It could have just been a glitch. But yeah, as you can see, that one didn't have an effect there. And we are now 3 out of the 5 doors complete. Get the Griffin door.
Hello? Oh no.
And then finally, we will get the Dragon door. Now from here, guys, all we're going to do is we are going to make our way back towards, back upstairs. And then from there, we will move on to the next part of the quest. Right, so as you can see, she's broken it, the table now. And we have something very interesting happen. We have a small crow that we have to interact with and speak with.
Trying to calm things down. Who in oblivion are you?
This is a fine way to wake after centuries of restless slumber. Did she send you? You're not at all what I was promised. It wasn't enough to break in. You had to smash the altar, too. You may call me the Crow. This is the Scalarium, and... I see now. She didn't send you. If she had, your knight wouldn't have smashed the altar's focusing crystal. I suppose, if you meant true harm, you could have done much worse. We'll need a new crystal to act as a focus for the altar. Procure one, and... pin feathers. I suppose it's the only way. We'll have to try. This altar focuses power to shape the very heart of magic itself. If we're going to get things under control, I'll need to talk you through the rite of scribing. But first things first, there should be an old focus or two in the East Wing. Hurry. The East Wing should still have a replacement crystal boxed up somewhere. Don't let the Scholarium's defenses stand in... We'll have all the time in the world to talk after the magic here is quelled. If the altar isn't stabilized, our conversation...
I'll hang back. That blast...
And now we have to go and get this replacement crystal for the crow to be able to use the new scribing station. So we'll go down here, follow the markers. Once we've obtained the crystals, what we'll do is we'll go back up the stairs towards the altar, and we will follow the crow's instructions and repair the table and attune it. And there we go, we've unlocked some achievements now, guys. And we have unlocked one of the first new moves that you can get with this new scribing system. So now we'll take a look at the Wield Soul enchantment. As you can see, here are all the instructions on how each component works inside the scribing scripts. And these are all going to have different effects that you can combine and mix together, and different attributes together. So as you can see, we only have these three, so what we'll do is we will get all three of these added in together.
The magic of the Scholarium is calmed.
And now what we can do is we can combine them and confirm it.
Let's talk about what comes.
And then from there we can actually put it onto our bar.
Hang on. What just
So
happened?
I'm going to put it on to the Y button, or the RB button. And then from there what we're going to do is we are going to have to test this bad boy out at some point and see how we get on.
It's done. The altar is quiet, and for the first time in centuries, scribing has returned to Tamriel. It's clear Ulfsild did not send you, but Archmage Ulfsild the Evergreen? Warrior Witch of Kyne's Aegis? Clever woman of the Druidoc? The Pale's Priestess of Juno? She created like a ray of sunlight from Magnus himself. Yes, scribing is an art developed by Archmage Ulfsild in collaboration with powerful beings. Spirits, if you like. They are called the Luminaries of Magic. And you to inherit Ulfsild's legacy, to make your mark on spellcraft itself. The Luminaries wait beyond these beautiful sealed doors. If you're willing, I will guide you on the path of scribing. I will take you under my wing. There is a world of magic beyond your mortal ken, adventurer. With the Luminaries at your side, there is nothing you cannot accomplish. There is much to be done, but it will be good to flex my...
I've been a knight in the Order for years, Traveler, and I've never heard of anything like this. Hopefully you'll learn exactly what a luminary is while you're at it. I'm lucky you were here, Traveler. My magic is so specialized. Well, I need to report in. Tell the head of my order what's happened and get guidance from the Archmagister. If you're asking my advice, why not stay here? Talk more with the crow and see if you can start to walk this path she mentioned. A patrol to last a lifetime. I brought you in to help with an unstable portal and... You passed some of my trust. You couldn't be...
From here you can carry on the quest, or you can take a break and come back at any time.
I'm glad you've chosen to stay, interloper. The path to master scribing is not an easy one, but its rewards are innumerable. Your knight appears a guild of mages? Fascinating, but a topic for another conversation. Let's stay focused. Ulfsild prepared for the day that someone would follow in her footsteps. She left behind resources, notes, and information for her event. What I want is immaterial. The luminaries will dictate your future as a scriber of grimoires, an editor of spells. That said, I am Ulfsild's familiar. I can guide your early steps, get you flying in the right direction. Where you perch is up to you. Ulfsild left a number of echoes, instructional illusions, scattered throughout the library. Their aim is to guide you through the process of contacting the luminaries. The echo at the base of the altar is just one of many. Much of the Scalarium's knowledge. Fly back to me when you have followed Ulfsild's instructions.
If you are seeing this, the Scroll has set you on the path to learn the art of scribing. A world of magic awaits you. I've left behind another sort of guide, the True Sight Lens. Seek it out in the East Wing. The lens and the fables are signposts.
Right, so now we're going to have to find the True Sight Lens through this doorway here. And what we'll do is we will make our way through and down this hallway here. And here we will find somebody. We will basically have to activate this echo and we will get another speech from the Sight Lens. Basically from here, guys, you can just carry on if you really want to, but it's probably best that you stay and listen.
I made this lens so you might see the world as I do. The very warp and weft of magic laid out before me. A look through the lens will allow you to see impressions left behind by the luminaries. Follow these signposts, and you will find their domains.
Now we'll make our way back towards the crow and see what she has to say.
Good. You found the lens. It will be your most important tool in tracing a path to the luminaries. Merely holding the lens will attune you to the flow of magic. You will begin to see focal points. It's quite simple. Stand in one and peer through the lens. Hidden magics in many forms will be revealed to you. Doors, glyphs, even secrets layered within tomes. But here, enough talk. Let's begin. Gather your feathers about you. Nearby you will see a focal point and the Fable of the Indrik. Read the book, then step into the focal point. Ulfsild's secrets are all around us. You need only know where to look.
So now what we have to do, guys, is we have to go and read the Book of the Indrik, which is just over here to our left. And what will happen is if we read it, we're only going to get half of the book. So what we'll need to do is we will need to go to these focus points or focal points, and once you activate it, this will allow you to see different things and different markings in the environment, which we will come across later on in the video. So now if we return to the book and we read it, and this red text here is all text that we haven't seen before. You can pause and read through it at your own leisure, guys. Don't worry about that. I've left plenty of time. And so this is going to be used out throughout the environment. It's kind of similar to the Sigic ability a little bit.
Where you need to go. You've seen the hidden annotations then, and you know where you are going. You should be able to follow those annotations in sequence. As this is your first time, I'll meet you at the Lady's Standing Stone in Oradon. How nice it'll be to really stretch my wings again.
Now guys, we'll check out the new cosmetic purple colour for the Soul Trap ability. And as you can see, it just makes your Soul Trap a bit more bright and purple. And then what we'll do now is we will test out the brand new ability that we've unlocked. So as you can see, it does damage over time and it shoots out in one shot. It's actually quite smart. I quite enjoy it. I think that looks really good. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments, guys, about what you think of the new Soul Burst ability. Now that we've tested out these new abilities, I think what we'll do is we will travel to Oradon and we will go to the Windy Glade Way Shrine, which is here in Oradon, as you can see. And what we'll do is we will now travel over there and we'll meet the crow.
Here we are. where the fabled chase began. Ah, what a flight! I almost didn't want to land. But, to business. The luminaries are beings of great power. Each has a domain they have shaped to their choosing. Each domain has a door, and each door, of course, has a key. As I said in the library, let the fable be your guide. We are here at the Lady, the first annotated location in the fable. Just as magic wards left behind by the Indrik. A trio of these wards hide a fragment of his key. Once revealed, these wards can be dispelled from a distance. Clear them all, and the key fragment will be... If the luminaries share one trait, it's a love of a challenge overcome. Peer through the lens, reveal the wards, and claim the key fragment.
So from here now, guys, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to go along the edge of this river until we find one of these circles, which you'll probably find lots of players at. And once you click that, what you're going to do, after we've taken down this little mud crab, is you are going to look for a seal that looks similar to that. So what this will allow you to do is you will see the seal right here. This is one of the first ones, and there are 3 in total that you have to collect. So what you'll do then is you will go back to the same seal or another seal that's in the area, and once you've activated the power again, as you can see, there are multiple seals around me, so I'm going to go for this one up here. And once you get within a reasonable distance, it doesn't have to be too close, basically you can activate it. Then from here I had to go and find myself another seal. Once you've picked up one of the keys here, guys, you're then going to be sent to Ondil, which is a delve. You may or may have not done it. I, in this case, have. And here you will have a quest as well as a few other quests that you can do in game. Once you're in Ondil, guys, just make your way down the stairs and keep going until you find a left here, straight down this hallway here, just as though you were going in the dungeon as per usual. And then when you get down near to the bottom here, this is where the crow will then prompt you, and you are going to start looking for runes or wards in this room here. So there's one to the left here, which I'm going to go for first. And as you can see, guys, it's relatively straightforward. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to fast forward a little bit through this. Otherwise this video is going to take forever. But guys, as I've said earlier on in the video, if you made it this far, I mean, if there's anything that you'd like to comment and let me know about what you think of the new DLC, if you're playing it yourself, and how you're finding it, leave a comment below and let me know what you all think. It was really interesting to find out what you all think, guys. And if you haven't already, like, share and subscribe for more ESO content. I'm going to be doing an entire massive series on this, particularly starting off with scribing, and then I'm going to go through the main DLC storyline, and then from there I'm going to work my way backwards through all the chapters. This is going to be a new area as Fallout 4 mods are completely broken at the moment, so I'm kind of stuck at the moment. So I've decided I'm going to go into one of my other favourite games, which is ESO. Now we're going to travel to the east coast of Ordan on Birunima Island on the east here. I probably completely butchered that, but yep, you're going to come here to get your last set of ward keys. And with that, we've gotten ourselves the last fragment for the key, for the Indrik key. And now what we should be able to do from here is now we will probably be going back to see the Elder Indrik. And now we're going to reveal the Indrik door, guys. Now we travel to the southwest of the island, and what we're going to do is we are going to go to this circle again, the focal point. And now we are going to have an actual seal of the Indrik, and it's going to take us to this tree. And then we can enter from here, guys. Let's see what's happening now. Any of you familiar with the game will also know that Indriks can also be actual mounts in the game. So here's our first talking one. Let's see what he has to say.
Here you are, following in Ulfsild's footsteps. Welcome to my domain, adventurer, bearer of my fable. I sense the power of the Scholarium within you. Your ink-stained hands have touched the altar's magic. I sensed too when Ulfsild's essence faded from this realm. After all these years, do you hope to be her inheritor? I sense potential. You hunger for power. much as Ulfsil did when she sought me out all those years ago. I will ask you the same question I asked her. Do you deserve this power? The power? What confidence? You believe you have the wisdom to use my power. The power to maim or mend, to blast with flame or freeze with ice. We shall see. First, my door must open once again. Place the fable you carry with you upon the dais. A story is never just a story. It has the power to change from within and without. The fable of the Indrik acts as a symbolic connection, a commitment from me to you. It's good to taste the ink of the Scalarium upon the air again. Power can mean many things. Its meaning may change with each new day, each turn of the season. Ulfsild learned this hard lesson when the Scalarium slipped away. If I am to teach you as I taught her, a scroll nearby details a series of challenges. Expressions of power, both subtle and not. Choose two to complete, that I might know what power means to you. You do not know me yet, but I am no taskmaster. Power expressed against one's will is no power at all. Attempt only the challenges that appeal to you. When you are done, return. Rest easy. I would not set you to task without cause. There is method to my mindset, my pocket domain, shaped and hewn into being in the same way I chose my form. I find it a pleasant respite from the larger world. Other luminary domains may have been formed.
So let's examine the challenges of the Indrik. You can read through the scroll if you'd like. There are multiple pages in it. And as we can see, we can either do a Dark Anger or a Delve, and these are the two that I'm going to do today, guys. So I decided to do Mehrunes Spite here, guys, in Auradon. As you can see, we'll take down this boss. And now we'll do this dolmen. It took me a wee while to actually get a dolmen done, simply because people were farming them like mad, obviously, for this quest line. So yeah, it took me about 3 or 4 tries to actually get a dolmen done. But yep, once we done that, I collected my treasures, which was a nice bit of Azure Plasm and a few other bits and bobs. I was quite happy with that, guys. It was quite good. Now that we had completed the Indrik's challenge, it was now time to return back to the Indrik and see what he would want us to do next.
Well done, mortal. You have risen to the challenge. One task remains. If I am to lend you my strength, you must lend me yours. Power for power, my own. One day, as I enjoyed the sun upon my pelt, I beheld a hunter tracking an Indrik and her fawn. The hunter moved in to claim their prize, and the hind perished. The fawn leapt for freedom, and the hunter I stepped in. I imbued the fawn with a wisp of my power, but in acting with haste, I acted unwisely. My power protected the fawn, true enough, but it gathered the hunter in its wake. Now predator and prey are trapped in a chase unending. I granted my power to...
The Indrik gave me some instructions to go and save a small fawn Indrik, which now leads us to our new dungeon. Oh, and by the way, guys, I've missed out on the Sky Sword, so I decided I was going to pick it up, and it's in Del's Claim. So I just got myself an extra bit of Sky Shard. Now all there was left to do was to take on this boss here, to to my left. Get myself a nice achievement for completing this delve. Using our new abilities as well, which is good fun. And then from here, all we had to do was do the last part. Now we'll walk through the portal. And we'll see what awaits us on the other side and see what the Indrik has to say. Now we're at the summit of the Indrik's path. And we have a nice wee heartwarming wee scene here.
Freedom. What? Ah, of course. You may return with us if you wish. I will see both of you in my domain. The fawn is safe. My strength returned. And you have had a moment, I hope, to reflect on power and its wise application. Now, as with Ulfsil before you, I offer you the Sigil of the Indrik. You will take it to the altar and imbue my strength within. The power I pass to you will infuse every drop of ink. Until now, your mastery of the art was limited. With my support, your horizon expands. So too, the vision of your allies. I will ensure their efforts to explore. Your knight has returned, with allies at her side. You have completed my trials. You have shown wisdom in the use of your power. Take my sigil. Join its essence with the altar, and let the ink flow once again.
So now we have the Sigil of the Indrik. What we shall do is we shall now go back to the altar and amplify it. Now we're back here, and now what we'll do is we will go and add it to the Fountain of the Indrik. So you have to do this about 4 or 5 more times basically in order to fully unlock the entire scribing system. But I think it's a really fantastic way of doing things, guys. Really good storyline for getting us into it. And I can't wait to see what else comes in store with this expansion. Now from here, if we come back down to the eastern wing, what we'll actually be able to do is we'll be able to unlock a new shop for these scribing materials. And so all we have to do is speak to these two here, and this is a new shopkeeper.
Already found Chronicler Ferandil at your service. Chronicler of tomes, scrolls, scripts, and otherworldly delight. I've been tasked with facilitating this lost art form you've rediscovered. Scribing. How novel. I'll scour the complex for grimoires and scripts. I've already found quite a few. Aided, perhaps, by that... what's his name? Indrik chap. Don't worry, I will do my very, very best to ensure I have what you're looking for. But of course you do. Ask away, my new friend. I believe so, yes. I have a good image. I'm most certain. In the Great Mages Guild hierarchy, it's a bit of an informal. I believe so. I'm most certain. In the Great Mage...
It's good to be back. I know it took some time to get us all down here. Apologies. Archmage Galarian and the Votary Commander needed significant convincing to turn this into a full-fledged expedition. How did it go with the Crow? You just continue to impress again and again. With the Luminary strength added to the altar, who knows what you'll be able to accomplish? For the duration. You have more luminaries to find. This complex needs to be explored. And the secrets of scribing are just waiting to be teased from the past. What about you, friend? This expedition would be nothing without you. Magnus be praised. We've secured supplies for a full-fledged expedition. You've allied with your first luminary, and the altar surges...
Wow, look at all them brand new unlocks that we got. That is absolutely fantastic. And we even got ourselves our first 3 Luminous Ink. So yeah, not a bad haul for today, guys. I really enjoyed doing this first part of the quest. It's a lot of good fun. We even got some new achievements. I got quite a few achievements when I logged on this morning, which is good. If you've enjoyed this video, guys, please stay tuned because there'll be more videos out. This has been Crypto Gamer, guys. I hope you've all had a fantastic time. Peace out.